Welcome back to Faith Walk with Tandy. You'll never believe what I did. I've always got something that I'm up to. But I was on Tinder. Hey, and in the next video, I'm going to share a little bit about my experience. Well, not actually a little bit. I'm going to go in, y'all. Go in. About my experience on Tinder. And do I think Tinder works for Christian girls after my experience? Stay tuned and find out. Online dating, guys. Online dating. So basically about April, June-ish, I got a Tinder account, and this was not my first time getting a Tinder account. I got a Tinder account in when did Tubbs leave? Around Feb, before my friend moved to the States, a really good friend of mine. So she's like, no, you're not dating, what, go on Tinder and just see what happens, have an open mind and go on Tinder just so that you can be out there. And I was like, okay, cool. And I created, she helped me create the account, we created the account. I was completely authentic, like I was talking about Jesus. I told people, listen, I'm a child of God, like not even play, like I'm born again for real, And I was like, okay, cool. Created the account, and then I met somebody on Tinder. We spoke, obviously, on Tinder. We hit it off. Like, we spoke on Tinder. Like, the conversation was flowing. We spoke on Tinder. And then eventually was like, can I call you? And I was like, okay, cool. Gave him my number. And we spoke on the phone. And we talk on the phone a whole lot. And I was like, yeah, this is it, This is my type of dude, And it did work out, I went on to get to know him, to find out that he's really not all about Jesus the way he says he is. He's like lukewarm. And I really am a huge believer of not being unequally yoked. I don't want to frustrate a person. There's nothing worse than being with a person who frustrates you, like all the time. Let's go to church. Where are you? Be calling me like on a Friday night. Babe, where are you? Like, I'm with so-and-so. What are you doing? I'm at church. And a person will get frustrated. And besides that, I didn't want to get frustrated because I want to go to church with my nigga, right? I mean, with my person, with my guy, So that's how I ended that. And then I deleted that. The app had been deleted because when I met him and I started talking to him on a frequent basis, and I told myself, listen, I'm gonna focus rather on this, because I'm such a girlfriend, guys. I'm such a wife. Like, I date you 3 days and we good. I wife you. I wife myself. I move in if I can, But I'm such a wife. Like, I literally date one person at a time. I even talk to one person at a time. Like, I don't have a multiple of people that are talking to me. Like, I wish I could do. I want to do that. I want to date a few people. But anyway, so recently I decided, hey, let me try this Tinder thing again. And this time I'm going to date, okay? So, the first fail was based on his beliefs. And I went on and I was also clear, like my profile didn't change. I was very clear that I wanted a guy that loved Jesus, not lukewarmish, but a guy who was sold out for Christ, and a guy who was gonna be my destiny partner. And and I dated. I spoke to a lot of people, obviously. But guys on Tinder are thirsty, and not good thirst. Like, they are thirsty for you. Like, there are some crazy thirsty people out here. Like, I was getting messages after messages. This particular person that I started talking to, like, we matched, swipe, and we matched, and then I started talking to him, and he was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm at home, I'm finishing a project. And he's like, oh, okay, when you finish with the project, let me know. And I was like, okay, and what time are you gonna be done? I was like, around 5. So around 5, he texts me again, can I meet you? And I'm like, okay, we've been talking for like 3 minutes, and he already's like, I'm coming over, I want to meet you. And he's like, oh no, babe, before I leave Santon, can I just grab a few clothes clothing items so I can sleep over at your place. I'm like, you sleep over at my place? Like, I don't even know you. And he was like, you know, I've decided that you're my wife. Guys, I've decided that you're my wife. And I was like, okay, sharp, I'm going to take all this Christian stuff out because people think now that I'm desperate and out here looking for my husband, you know. And I just want to date because I've been doing the same. Like, I really, guys, to be quite honest, I went on Tinder because I was bored. I'm not going to lie to you. It was before I met my friend Bridget, who's keeping me company now because she like doesn't live so far away and we're always talking and I'm always invading her space and all of that. But to be quite honest with you, I went on Tinder because, you know, an idle mind is a devil's playground. I'm telling you, I was bored and I decided, listen, I'm going to take this dating thing into my own hands. You know, Jesus is taking his own time. He's like, they're taking his time. I'm going to take this dating thing into my own hands and I am going to go out there and put myself out and I'm going to try this internet online dating thing. And that's how it started. So this guy said he's coming over to sleep over at my house because of the traffic in the morning and he doesn't want to be stuck in traffic when he goes to work in the morning. And like after 3 seconds of talking to him, he's coming over to sleep over at my house. I was like, nigga, please, never happening. And then I took that off, like that whole marriage situation, looking Christian, whatever. I took it off. I changed my my bio. And then I met another dude who was like, I met a few dudes that, you know, weren't doing it. So I met with this other dude. Yo, this guy was intense. You know what intense is? He was intense. So he started texting me, like he was texting me morning, evening, whatever. And he's like, why aren't you answering my text? Why aren't you doing this? Why this? Why that? Why? I made the mistake of giving him my number. So Steve Harvey told me that I must have 2 numbers for Tinder, one for internet dating. So I gave him my internet dating number and he called me up on my internet date. A nigga called me, nigga told me that he doesn't care what's going on. Nigga is ready to get married and I am the one. He knows it and he knows. I'm like, how do you know? Like you don't even know what I look like. Besides that, you just started talking to me and you already have decided that I'm the one. Yo, guy, this guy was going in, guys. He was so intense. Besides that, guys, and I almost got a blessing. This Nigerian guy said he was gonna give me 35,000. I'm only saying he's Nigerian. I love West African men. Like me, I'm going to West Africa, but I'm just specifying because he lives in Nigeria. So he lives in Nigeria. He's a diplomat there. And when he comes to South Africa, he says he wants to have a person beside who will, you know, entertain the brother. And for this, he will set me up in Sandton and get me a car, and then he's gonna hit me up with a 35,000 rand girlfriend allowance. I was like sitting there, and it's one of those days when I wasn't feeling like very spiritual, you know, and I was like, ish, this is a test, Jesus. It's a test, Lord God. 35,000 for sitting at home and doing nothing. He'll come back and I would have become a millionaire because I was going to invest all that. Ooh, child. And he's paying for my rent and my living accommodation situation. And he would pay for my car. 35K looked like I was tempted. Like I kept talking to that guy. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. But I kept on talking to him because but I was like, yo, no. Finally, I got off Tinder. I met somebody, not somebody like he's my somebody, but I met a few people that were genuine, but weren't for me. I went on how many dates? 2 dates. And you know, it didn't work out for me, you know. Do I think Tinder would work out for any other Christian girl out there? I believe not. I believe that it's so infiltrated right now. Like maybe back then when it started, I know a lot of success stories. My friend that moved to the US was telling me, and she has a success story through Tinder as well, you know. So I was like, okay, maybe, you know. But to be quite honest with you, when we come back to this whole dating thing and courting thing for Christian girls, I don't think Tinder is the one. Okay, like I gave up. I went off the app and I deleted it because I was getting too many creeps, you know. And even with my Christian profile, people will come through and just take chances because they think they've got a lot of guys in the world have this perception that Christian girls are looking to get married. We are looking to get married, but we're not desperate for it. We know that if God has called us for that, and He will bring the right person for us. And I know for a fact that God will give me the desires of my heart, because God loves me and He's my Father and He wants to see me happy, and I will be so happy when I'm all booed up, you know, and I'll look so stunning in a white dress. Like, I'm telling you, I was so stunning. I should actually start a dating Christian app, like no hookups, no nothing, but people ruin things but because a lot of guys were like up there looking for hookups, they're out there on Tinder looking to just come through, smash, and move on. Tomorrow conquer another one. And I'm not the one, you know, I'm not the one. So I really don't think, if you are me who knows that if you got into the wrong relationship, it would just, you know, derail you completely. I'm like that person, guys. When I'm in a relationship, I give too much of myself to that person. And if it's the wrong person, they will derail me and just move me according to what sporo they are on, because I'm like, I don't struggle to submit. I'm like a natural submissive person. I don't know if that's real, but yeah, I'm a PP. Just so as a people pleaser, when you are in a relationship, it becomes worse because all you want to do is make this person happy. So derailing would be so easy. So for me, I don't think Tinder would work because there's so many guys looking out for the wrong thing. Some people say they're genuine, but really aren't. And the ones that are genuine and say they are Christian, a lot of people say God-fearing. God-fearing means what? It means that you know that there's a higher power and there's a God and you're scared of that God. No. I want a devoted man. There's a difference between God-fearing and devotion, you know? God-fearing is like, I know there's God and I'm not going to use the Lord's name in vain, and that's it. But a devoted person is a person who lives for Christ, you know? So that's my story time, guys. You can feel free to judge me. Feel free. Guys, I was bored, okay? I wanted to date. I hadn't been on a date in a long time. Like, I date myself all the time, so don't worry about that. Don't say, Tani, go and date yourself. No, I date myself all the time. I was bored, man. You know, living alone and being single is fun and games until you're lonely and you like sitting there and you're like, I wish there's somebody I could talk to, there's somebody I could call, or something like that, or somebody I could get out with, you know, go out with and do something fun, you know what I mean? So that's the real reason why I went on, because I was bored and I wanted to date, and it didn't work out. So maybe it will work out for you, but for me, I really don't think that Tinder and a true Christian girl who has devoted their life to Christ, such as myself, would work, because I'm celibate. I have to explain that to somebody like, nigga, I'm not going to be sleeping with you, and they'd be like, for how long? I mean, I won't be sleeping with you until we are married, and then you have to be explaining all of that. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, Jesus, it's a lot. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I love you so very much. Be blessed. Surrender your dating life to Christ. Don't be like me, yeah? Surrender completely. I have now, but I'm just saying, just surrender your dating life to Christ, and God will make it. I love you so much. The Lord loves you more